Inflation is the highest it's been. I'm about to sneeze. Excuse me. Inflation is the highest it's been in 3 decades. Home prices are breaking record month after month after month, and interest rates are rising and expected to continue to rise throughout 2022. What does all this mean? Let's find out what the experts think, and I'll give you my opinion in this month's real estate market update. How's it going, everybody? My name is Brandon Vincent. I'm a real estate agent here in St. John, New Brunswick with eXp Realty. I've been actively selling real estate now for 3.5 years. My goal on this channel is to bring you relevant real estate information in an entertaining way. If you do like the sounds of that, hit the like and subscribe button, follow along for the journey. But without further ado, let's get right into this video. This is from the Canadian Real Estate Association. Home sales have kicked off 2022 below 2021 levels, while price growth has continued to set records. This is consistent with strong demand meeting end-of-month inventory levels that are lower than they have ever been. And they continue to say, along with the ongoing supply crisis, the other main factors expected to impact the housing market this year and next will be higher interest rates. So as I've mentioned in past videos, the interest rates are expected to rise multiple times throughout this year, which is expected to possibly slow things down slightly, but they're doing it in a very gradual way. And the banks are already stress testing the clients that are coming in for pre-approvals strenuously, which is allowing them right now to kind of buffer for the rising interest rates. And they're already testing them for that. Analysts surveyed by the Bloomberg Economics see the overnight rate ranging from 1.75 to 2.75% by the end of 2023. And the overnight rate is generally the interest rate that the large banks use to borrow or lend from one another. That being said, given markets are pricing in 1.75% for the end of 2022, although it's more likely to be about 2.75%. So this was the first time that the banks raised interest rates since 2018. Before the pandemic, the interest rates were 1.75%, and during it, they quickly slashed it down to 0.25%. And what that did, that allowed people during those times to still go out and be able to borrow money and get mortgages on homes at a very low rate to make it very enticing to want to borrow money and want to go out and get homes, which helped keep the economy flowing. So now with inflation at an all-time high and the housing market trending upward very quickly, investors think there could be as many as 5 more small rate hikes before the end of 2022. And the central bank will be doing this very gradually because it wants to rein in on inflation, try to slow it down, and slow down the very rapidly rising prices of just about everything. Hey, do me a favor for a second. And I know that a lot of people have opinions and thoughts on what is going to happen. And before I share my opinions with you at the very end of this video, I would love for you to just take a moment and let me know what you think down in the comments. Now, let's get back to the video. And although the central bank is going to try to do their best, there is still many unknown factors. One of those factors being the war in Ukraine. Now, Canada is one of the many countries that has pledged to no longer purchase oil from Russia. I personally don't know why we were ever buying oil from Russia when we have so much here in Canada, but that is a whole other story. Now, the downfall to this is that it causes the price of commodities such as fertilizer, natural gas, and oil to skyrocket because Russia is a big producer of those, and we were buying a lot from there. And when oil goes up, just about the price of everything goes up. And although we are right in the middle of all this, it's pretty certain to expect prices to continue to rise for a little while. So with all that being said, and the continuing rising in prices all around us, people still need places to live. And with us here in New Brunswick, we still remain to be one of the most cost-effective places to buy real estate in all of Canada. And at the start of 2022, New Brunswick was the cheapest province to buy real estate in all of Canada, but we were recently beat by Saskatchewan, which has an average home price of $284,000, where right now in New Brunswick, we have the average home price of $291,000, which brings us to the national average home price, which has again broken a record in February as prices continue to rise all across the country. In February, the average home price in Canada's housing market was $816,720, which is up 20.6% from last year. So with all that being said, the Canadian Real Estate Association predicts that the home sales are forecasted to remain historically strong through 2023 while continuing to move slowly back in the direction of the long-term trend. The limited supply, higher prices, and higher interest rates are expected to further tap the brakes on activity and price growth in 2023 compared to 2022, particularly in Canada's most expensive markets. So although there's a lot of people talking about bubbles and that this isn't sustainable, I would agree for certain cities in Canada, but like the Canadian Real Estate Association says, that, this is more particular to the most expensive regions in Canada, and that is not us here in New Brunswick. As prices continue to rise all around Canada, I really do believe that there's going to be more and more people looking to move to places that are more affordable to live, changing their lifestyles up. And especially with all of the new adoptions of working from home, I think that there's going to be a lot of people looking to live here in New Brunswick as prices continue to get more expensive where they're at. So I know that was a lot of information. Thank you so much for watching until the very end. If you've made it this far, do me a favor, please hit the like and subscribe button. I do a lot of research to be able to put all this together and a lot of editing so that this is entertaining for you. And just thank you very much. And if you did like this video, do me a favor and please feel free to check out any other one of these videos here. I'd be very happy to hear your thoughts down in the comments.